Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahushua, and Ba'asham Wukakotash, and double honor to the elders of GMS and to all the sincere brethren that are laboring the truth across the world, and also to all the sincere brethren and sisters that are listening to the truth. I pray this may be another edifying lesson to the flock, and whoever the Most High want to hear this message, let it be heard. And before I begin the lesson, I'd like to introduce the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahawah, and the name means He exists. And the true name of the Son is Yahawashi Mashiach, which means the Redeemer or the Deliverer. And He's only coming to redeem His people, which is the nation of Israel, which we will identify them as the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, which live in a bulk of them live in the North America, South America, and the Caribbean, and also in all four corners of the world. Looks like the other nations and practice the custom of the other nations. And that will be it for the introduction. And the title of the lesson is the Lord will defend us in those trouble time, or those days that are ahead of us. And I said that because I was watching the videos of the brothers from St. Jersey, because they saw like a fleet of chariots, man, and that bring me happiness. Any food like that bring us happiness when we hear stories like this, man. And I believe that was like yesterday maybe. And I'm only saying that because recently, man, the chariots are showing themselves, man, and in the very near future, it could be months from now, it could be next year, man, they're gonna actually materialize themselves, make themselves much more bigger. Like when you watch in the sky, you see like an airplane and helicopters appear. The chair is gonna be those days that are ahead of us, man. It's gonna be, they're gonna make themselves known, and when people see them, they're gonna be terrifying. Because I remember last fall there was that rapper. He put like a drone the size of a chariot. Oh, it could be a hologram too, something like that, yeah. And people were just standing there looking at it, like, what is that, man? Is that alien that's coming to visit us? But people keep on denying, like Esau keep on denying those things, keep on saying, oh, there's a UFO, they're gonna, they here from another planet visiting us, they're not here to harm us, blah, blah, blah. But when those chariots come in, people know exactly what time it is, because they're gonna have that straight fear, and they're gonna be like, man, we in deep shit, especially the other heathens, man. Even 2/3 as well, because 2/3 don't believe in anything about the Bible. Whatever Esau told them to believe in, that's what they believing in. But the only person that's gonna be happy during those times are the hopeful elect. And Lord willing, I'm part of it. And the other thing is, yesterday during the Passover, I saw the clip. Cause when we were doing the Passover last night, man, we saw that clip of those two guys from formerly from Sakari. Now they like they in Genesis, and they say they're not gonna consume the bitter herbs because it tastes nasty. He was like, why would I want to eat that? And he was like, we're gonna eat lettuce this year, man. Which was funny, man. I'm like, man, those guys are ridiculous, man. And the brother said, if you can't consume bitter herbs, which is not even, well, don't get me wrong, that bitter herbs will make you cry. Or it will make you cry your eyes out, your nose on fire, your hair start taking you, your hands start getting like a sweaty and everything. I'm like, man, your face, everything, man. But that is like a small, like how would I say it, man? That is like a small punishment. I won't even call it punishment. That'd be like a small I forgot the word I'm trying to use. That butt whooping, I should say, man, compared to what's gonna happen in days ahead of us, man. Like Jake can't even endure like eating like a small bitter herbs. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is rough eating those bitter herbs, man, but this is nothing, man. It's like a small trial compared to what the most are gonna put in front of us, man. So those guys, man, you can tell, man, these guys are not men of the Lord, man. And the verse I'm gonna get is when I was talking about those chariot, man, because those chariots, man, they're here to make themselves known. They are basically our brothers, man, and they're watching us day in, day out, night in, night out. They doing the beating of the Mossad, man. And like right now the Mossad right now they're on standby right now, man. They're just waiting for the Mossad to give them the order, and so they can start doing the damage, whatever the Mossad told them to do. Because we seen like last week, like when Elon sent that spacecraft, many brothers believe it could be a chariot that shut it down, and I totally believe that. And people would say, "Oh, we saw shining lights, man," or they was like, "No, those shining lights are not UFO." Some people say, "Oh man, we saw shining lights. They look like UFO." It was, no, it's not UFO. It's like debris that's falling off. And a lot of people be like, "Wait a minute, we're not buying that, man. That does not look like a debris that's flying off. These are definitely something." So those chariots, like, they here right now, man. And they're like right on Esau's neck, man. And Esau, when it gonna go on TV, gonna pretend like, "Hey, don't worry, guys. Everything is fine. We got everything under control. Keep doing what you normally doing." But behind the scenes, man, they terrifying right now, man. They pulling their hair out. They can't even sleep. Like, the only people that's able to sleep, that's able to sleep happily right now when they see stuff like this, are the hopeful, like the rest of the world. They're clueless. They're terrifying. And the verse I'm gonna get is give me 1 second. 31. Isaiah 31 verse 5, it says, "As bird flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver, and passing over he will preserve it." So when you say as bird flying, those birds are basically the chariots of the Mossad, man, and they flying. And they're flying over the world right now, like everywhere. I mean, as what I'm speaking right now, they could like right here in the sky. You just can't see them. And as bird flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. So basically, they're like hovering around. They will defend Jerusalem, which is in this time you can basically say like the hopeful, like, of the nation of Israel. Defending also he will deliver it. So not only they will, like, they're defending us, protecting us from imminent danger, they also will delivering us. Basically, when those men that's gonna get beamed up in when that Yahushua come back, basically. And passing over he will preserve it. So basically it's gonna the passing over it will preserve it, like let me see, like what do you see, like a bird like have a nest, and he has like a bunch of little birds in the nest. They just come over they just come and lay down on I forgot what they call those little birds, but they just like the mother or the father would just go lay on top of them to protect them from danger. And next one I was gonna read is John, and the next one is John 15 verse 18, and it talks about like if the world hates you, you know that it hate me before it hates you. And I'm reading this because the lifestyle that we've been living right now, and the world sincerely hate us, man. And when I saw that that video yesterday, that little clip of not a little clip, it was like a 4-minute video of like the brother showing like a church over. I'm like, man, I was like so happy, man, because like when people see stuff like that, man, they was like, what is that, man? What's going on over there, man? Why there's like a bunch of little bright lights on the sky? And then I've been paying attention to that, man, and they just go back and do the meaningless things. Like I watched that clip of the girl that slept with 1,000 guy, and people were just happy, man. Some people was like basically nervous, like because it was, oh man, she's a celebrity, man, I can't even speak right now, man. And they just focus on the fathers, man. And like when the men of the Lord walking around, whether they're at their plantations or their daily life around their families, and they family, man, they hate them, but the Most High said, but the word of the Lord said, if the world, damn, my phone is not, look, give me 1 second. But the Most High said, if the world hates you, you hate him before. I don't want to bust. Let me find it real quick. But the scripture said, if the world hates you, you know that it hate me before it hates you. So basically, that was Yahushua. He said like, about if the world hate us, it hate him before that, because he was the first that come. So if like if they hate him, it's only natural they're gonna also hate us. So, and he said, if he were of the world would love his own. So basically, if we were part of the world, though, basically the world would love us like the if we were part of the world would love us. Basically, if we taking part of the worldly activities, such like a sinful life, or live like a life full of carnality, people will love us. But since we focus on being on the truth, the world does not give a damn about the truth. Therefore, by default, they're only gonna hate us. And you see, but because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. So because Yahushua choose us out of the world, man, the world has nothing. But by default, like I said earlier, the world's gonna hate us. And he said, remember the word that I said unto you. And he said, remember what the word he said unto us, which is, the servant is not greater than his Lord. So basically, like, the servant is not greater than the Lord. It's like a slave is not greater than his master. That's what it is. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So if they persecute the Lord Yahushua, it's only naturally gonna also persecute us. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours also. And basically what Yahushua say, if they listen to him, they will also listen to us. And the only people that listen to Yahushua first and foremost is the hopeful, because the rest of the world, they do not give a damn about that. And the next one I'm gonna read is I was gonna read Psalm 121 verse Psalm 121 verse 7 and 8. It says about like the Lord. Psalm 121 verse 7 says, the Lord Yahuwah shall preserve thee from all evil. So the Most High Yahweh gonna preserve us from all evil. Which means it doesn't matter what you facing, whatever obstacle that's in front of you, the Most High always gonna preserve us, man. And each and every day we're waking up, we see like through the news, to family member, to your coworker, to whoever's around you, you see like the Most High is always shielding you from something. Because there's a lot of stuff you're going through right now. And you basically, the Most High put the Spirit on you to endure it. And you see somebody else will be in the same exact position that you're going through right now, man. And they just like, they get overwhelmed. And the only reason they get overwhelmed is because the Most High is not dealing with them. That's why when you're in the truth, man, one of the things you have to be grateful for is the Most High have mercy upon you. And also bless you with the spirit of endurance. And the spirit of patience, man, because the thing about this truth is it's a long patience, man. It's a long suffering. It's like when you're running like on a marathon. Like the running a marathon is not easy. It's like one of the toughest things you can ever do in your life. It doesn't matter peak shape. You can be like a world-class elite level athlete, man. That will test you. That will test you so hard, man. Like your body would, the first thing your body is basically gave up before. To the point like the only thing that's keeping you going is your mind. And the toughest part about like running like a marathon is like the last few miles when you can see the finish line and your body's just wanna drop, and your mind keep telling you, hey, you gotta keep moving no matter what. And there's only a selective few people on the planet that can shut their body down and focus on the mind, and focus on the mind only. Because the average person, man, they're gonna keep running, they're gonna push. After a while, they'll be like, you know what? Screw it, I give up. And the one thing you don't want to do, like on a marathon, is like give him up in the last few miles, man. When you know you can, all you have to do is just run a little bit longer. So likewise, the truth is the same way too. And no matter what situation you're going to, even though it's so hard, man, you have to keep pushing no matter what. Keep digging, man, because the finish line is right around the corner, man. And the only person that's not gonna drop is the elect, because the rest, they're gonna get tired eventually, man. They'll be like, you know what, F it, this is too much work, man. And one thing you always know about like a runner or an athlete that's gave up at the last minute, and those you always know as the guy who gave up on the stool, or the guy that just came close and did not finish it. Even though you run the entire 26 miles, even though you run the 24 out of 26 miles, if you give up in the last two or the last one, you will always know as the guy that came close and just gave up. And likewise in the truth, no matter what hardship you're going through, man, if you're part of the hopeful elect, the Most High will preserve you. And if you're not, you ain't gonna make it, man. You're not gonna make that cut. And you always know the guy who was like on a good time, things were going well, he was I'm on Israelite, so on and so on. And once the hardship come, you were like, oh shoot, that's too much heat, I can't handle it anymore, man. You just give up. So there's a lot of guys like that, man. But the scripture said, man, the Lord should preserve thee from all evil, and the Most High gonna protect us from all kind of wickedness, from all kind of harms. And He should preserve thy soul. Basically, the Most High is gonna preserve our life, regardless of whatever trials He put you into, man. If you part of that elect, man, He's gonna preserve you, man. And like right now, whatever we're going through, this is nothing. This is just like a early test, like a free trial before the real test comes. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. And NLT tells you like, the Lord's keep watch over you as you come and go, both now and forevermore. And let me see, the next one is no matter what we're going through, man, we should always put ourselves like in a Job mindset, man. Just keep praising and thanking the Lord for all He has done for you, for good or bad. Because at the end of the day, it's if the Most High put each and every one of us in whatever situation we're going through for a reason, at the end of the day, He knows we can handle it, regardless how horrible it is, man. If you are part of the hopeful elect, man, the Most High give you that task because He knows deep down you can finish it. And each person can have their own obstacles, man. You might see one brother going through like a hard time. You be like, what? That thing is so easy, man. But for you it might be easy, but for him, that's like an overwhelming task. And you might think like your obstacle is like the worst of the worst. So whatever situation you're going through, you might think, oh man, this is like the worst thing that can possibly happen to me, man. But to somebody else it might be something easy. But for you it's the hardest, man. Or somebody may have something hard, you might be like, man, that thing is so easy, man, I can do that in my sleep. Yeah, you can do that in your sleep. But for him, that's like like I said earlier, like an overwhelming task. Let me see what give me 1 second. 40 and 10. And I'm gonna read Isaiah 40 and 10, and I'm gonna read that in the NLT. It says, yes, the sovereign Lord is coming in power. He will rule with a powerful arm. See, he brings his reward with him as he comes. So he will feed his flock like a shepherd. He will carry the lambs in his arms, holding them close to his heart. He will gently lead the mother sheep with the young. So the Lord, when he's gonna come with like a strong arms, he shall rule Basically, it's gonna come with like a strong arm. He will rule with a powerful arm. He brings his reward with him as he comes. And he shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He will carry the lambs in his arms, holding them close to his heart. He will gently lead the mother sheep with their young. So basically, we do not have to fear anything, man. So because the Most High is gonna be with us through everything, man. So whatever situation you're going through, man, always know that the Most High is right there with you. It's like a baby, like when the baby is learning how to take his first steps, man, and you got the father's holding his hand, but eventually the father gonna take his hand off, right? And the first thing the baby does, he panics, and he start crying and looking at the dad, and the dad's like, I'm not gonna pick you up. And the baby probably get up, fall on his butt, get up, fall on his butt. Eventually, when he notices like the father's not gonna help him out, guess what he does? He start picking himself up. When he fall down, he stop crying. He stop picking himself up again. Eventually, he build that confidence. Then by the time, when his father sometimes try to pretend to grab his hand, he'll be, hey, take your hand off me, man. I got this. So that's basically how the Most High treat us when we're going through those situations, man. He help us in the beginning to give us that confidence. Eventually, it's gonna be like, he's gonna step aside and watch how we behave, similar to the baby. And that's it for the lesson, man. I pray that was another edifying lesson to the flocks, and whoever the Most High want to hear this message, let it be heard. And with that, I'd like to say shalom.